Hello guys, this is your friend Dark Verse. We are back with a new fanfic. Which is what if Naruto was trapped overnight in a forbidden hot spring in with Temari, Hinata and Tsunade. Part 1. And if you enjoy this fanfic then please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more fanfic like this. And no start a new fanfic. Team 7 is waiting for their sensei which is last as usual. Where is Kakashi sensei? I swear I'm never coming early. Naruto whined. Me too, I'm dying of heat. Sakura said sitting on the ground. Any more of this I'm going to kill him. Sasuke was leaning on the side of the bridge looking down at the water. Sasuke-kun, aren't you tired or hot? Sakura asked. No, he answered, but inside he was burning up. Of course I'm hot and tired, that bastard better come now or I'll kick H. He snapped in reality when he heard a poof that came out of nowhere. Hey, I got lost on the road of life, Kakashi explained. Liar. Was heard from the blonde-haired boy and the pink-haired girl. The black-haired boy said, not caring. Hee well anyways you guys have the week off, he said. What? Naruto said, screaming in his ear. We waited for 3 hours for nothing. Kakashi's sweat dropped. No, not entirely, the Hokage wants to see you. Ba-chan, he asked. Well, let's go, Sakura said, running to see the Hokage. Wait, Sakura-chan, Naruto called out. Let's go, Dobi, Sasuke said. Arriving at the Hokage tower. Can I see Tsunade, Ba-chan? Naruto asked one of the Anbu. Go right in, he said. Thank you, Kakashi said as he and his team walked in. Tsunade Ba-chan, Naruto greeted cheerfully. A vein popped in her forehead and was about to smack him on the head. Ahems, you're cheerful today. Thank you for giving me a week off. I don't have to wait for Kakashi-sensei like 3 or 4 hours anymore. He cheered. Huh, why is everyone here? He saw Hinata, Ino, Shikamaru, Choji, Shino, Neji, Tenten, Lee, and Kiba with their sensei, Iruka and Ero Sennin. Gaara, Temari, make-up face too. Who you calling make-up face? Kankuro replied angrily. Oh yeah, I needed to talk to them, she realized. Naruto, you may go now. Sasuke and Sakura, I need to talk to you. Okay, bye guys, he said, running off waving back. Okay, well now you are all here. I'll explain why I needed you here and gave you the week off. Suan started. All of you know when Naruto's birthday is, right? Some nodded yes and some nodded no. Well, his birthday is coming up soon. Are you planning a surprise party for him, Hokage-sama? Hinata asked. Yeah, she replied. Are you people going to come or not? Everybody agreed, including the Junins and the Sand Ninjas. Great, I got us a hotel with a hot springs in the water country, Suan said. We leave tonight. What about Konoha? Kakashi asked. Don't worry, it takes only 2 or 1 days for me to get to Konoha while riding Gamabunta with Jiraiya help, of course, she replied. Well, everyone pack your bags and meet me at the front gate at 7 o'clock sharp, you hear me, Kakashi? Yes, Hokage-sama, said Kakashi as he went to pack up his bags. What about Naruto, Hokage-sama? Hinata asked. Oh yes, I forgot Hinata, will you tell him for me? She asked. Okay, Hinata said, leaving with the others to get ready. While Hinata was walking toward the ramen stand, she saw Naruto training. She stood behind the tree and watched him. Hinata, I know you're there, come out, he said, walking towards her. Naruto-kun, Hinata started twiddling her index fingers together. Hokage-sama got us a hotel in the water country with a hot springs and she asked if you wanted to come. Sure, Hinata, he said. I'm going to eat ramen now, you want to come? Oh, okay, she said, blushing, walking with him to the ramen stand. Hey old man, 2 bowls of ramen, Naruto said, sitting down with Hinata. One for your girlfriend? The old man asked. Naruto and Hinata blushed. No, we're just friends, right Hinata? He said, flashing a foxy grin to Hinata. Yeah, she said, looking down at the floor. Here is your order. The Ba-chan set down 2 bowls of ramen in front of them. The Ba-chan is the young girl at the ramen stand that Naruto calls Ba-chan. I don't any of their names. Thank you Ba-chan, Naruto said eating ramen happily. Itadakimasu. Thank you, Hinata said. Itadakimasu. Hinata, you want to walk to the front gate together tonight? Naruto asked. Are you sure Naruto-kun? Hinata looked at the ground blushing. Wouldn't I be a bother? No Hinata-chan, Naruto said smiling. I'll see you at 6:45, they both finished their ramen. Hinata-chan I'll pay for you, he took out a big fat frog wallet. But Naruto-kun, she said. I can pay for myself. No it's okay. Don't worry I'll pay, he said smiling and paid. Bye Hinata-chan, Naruto said waving bye. Bye Naruto-kun, Hinata said waving back. Since when did Naruto-kun call me Hinata-chan? Hinata blushed. 3 hours passed. Naruto is done packing his bags. Well, let's see. Clothes, check, Naruto said, looking at the clock it was 6:30. Okay time to see Hinata-chan. He ran out his house and towards the Hyuga mansion. 3 hours passed. Hinata looked at the clock and saw it was 6:30. Naruto-kun should be coming. Well I got clothes. Oh I forgot the present for Naruto-kun. Hinata found the present, a big box wrapped nicely with a fox all over it and a ribbon over it. She placed it carefully in her bag and left. She waited for 5 minutes and heard. Hinata-chan, Naruto called out, running up to her panting. Am I late? Nope you're early Naruto-kun, Hinata giggled. Let's go then, he said. Front gate, Kakashi-sensei. A familiar voice was heard. Kakashi turned around to see Naruto walking with Hinata. You're early for once. Hey Naruto, yeah I guess. I don't want to get hit by the heel, he whispered. Oh yeah, Naruto said. What's the heel Naruto-kun? Hinata asked. You don't want to know, he replied. Okay, she said. Is everyone here? Tsunade said, looking to see if everyone was here and ready. Okay everyone is here, then let's go. We will be traveling by riding a frog. A frog? Kiba screamed. What the hell? Calm down, we'll show you. Jiraiya bit his thumb while Naruto asked for Kyuubi's chakra and bit his thumb. They wiped their blood across their hand and slammed it on the ground and yelled, Kyuicho's number jutsu. A huge frog and a huge frog with fur appeared. The fox had orange fur mixed with red streaks. It only has 4 tails with yellow streaks. You're a fox, Naruto yelled. I thought I could only summon a frog. What's going on? Kit, a voice said in his head. Huh, who is that? He thought. It's me Baka, Kyuubi said annoyed. Since when can I talk to you like this? He asked. When I want to talk to you, he said. Whatever. Well what is it you want? He said. I've given you an ability to summon a fox since it's easier to travel with. You don't need to sign a contract since it's my chakra. Why? You want something don't you? He accused. No, I've grown to like you, he said grinning. You proved yourself worthy of being my container so therefore I will teach you something you never knew you could do. I'll tell you when I think you're ready. You're training me, he grinned. You better teach me cool techniques. Ha! Don't worry I will, he said laughing. So Kyuubi finally gave him some of his ability, Jiraiya smiled. Since when did Naruto learn to do that? Kakashi looked surprised. He has grown a lot. If he continues he will grow even stronger. What since when did Naruto learn that? Ino screamed. That looks so cool and cute. No wonder the fifth acknowledges him, Asuma and Kurenai thought. Damn you Naruto. Kiba cursed. Cool. Choji stared at the fox. Naruto-kun is getting stronger and stronger, Hinata blushed. Well now everything is ready, I will put 2 teams to ride Gamabunta and 2 teams to ride the fox. Tsunade announced. Kakashi and Kurenai's team will go on the fox and Asuma and Guy will go on Gamabunta along with me and Jiraiya. I'm not going to ride the fox with Naruto. Kiba yelled. I'm going on the frog. I'll switch with Kiba. Ino yelled. I want to pet the fox. Fine. Don't cause any trouble, Tsunade said. Ino switched with Kiba and everyone was set to go. Alright, Gamabunta, let's go, Jiraiya ordered. You called me out just for this. Fine, whatever. Gamabunta jumped from place to place. Follow the frog, Naruto told the fox. Okay, master, the fox said, running fast after the frog. Hold on tight. Ino screamed. It's so fast. Gamabunta is scarier. You feel like you're in the air flying, then the next thing you know you feel like you're falling. Naruto shivered. Remember the hard time he had trying to stay on Gamabunta. Trust me, you do not want to feel that. Ah, Hinata grabbed Naruto by the arm and clung onto it. Hinata-chan, he said, blushing. We're almost there. Sorry, Hinata said, blushing, letting go of his arm. The fox stopped running. What's wrong? Naruto asked the fox. There is a trap here, he said, pointing to the string. It's not hidden well though. Naruto jumped down and saw a visible string on the ground. This one must be one lousy ninja, Naruto said. Suddenly kunais from every direction came aiming for them. 5 hit Kakashi and 3 hit Naruto. They both turned into logs and hid. Hinata used Kaden. Sasuke blocked the kunais with his kunai. Sakura used Kawarimi no Jutsu and hid in the bushes. A boy, shorter than Naruto, wearing a blue striped hat, a short-sleeved shirt and tan shorts. Who the hell are you guys? Huh, you. The boy pointed his finger toward Sasuke. What are you doing here? What about me? Sasuke said. We're here to go to the country of Wave. So get out of our way, brat. What business do you have with the country of Wave, you super brat? The boy yelled, aiming his arrow at him. Suddenly 5 kunai struck his arrow. Naruto, Kakashi, and Sakura jumped out of their hiding spot. Who are you? Naruto yelled. Naruto ni-chan. The boy yelled. What? Naruto said, confused. Who are you? Baka. He's that grandson of the geezer, Tazuna, Kyuubi said. You don't remember anything, kid. Shut up, it's been forever since I saw him. Naruto said. I'm Inari. Don't you remember? The boy said, almost crying. Of course I do. Inari, I was only playing. Don't cry. He said. Naruto ni-chan, why are you here? He asked. With a lot of people I don't know. We're here because we're going to stay at the hotel with a hot springs in your country. Since your hot springs is way better, am I right? He grinned. Oh yeah, Inari said. Well, I'll take you there. Naruto, you met him before? Hinata asked. Yeah, we had a mission to protect his grandfather. He explained. Wow, you have a girlfriend, Naruto ni-chan. Inari ran up to Hinata. She's cute. Unlike that girl right there with a big forehead. He pointed to Sakura. Hinata and Naruto blushed. Why does everyone keep saying that? Naruto thought. Cause they think you two make a good couple. Kyuubi snickered. Shut up, Kyuubi. Naruto blushed. A vein popped in Sakura's big forehead. What did you say, you brat? Sakura went over and bonked him on the head. How are Tazuna-san and your mother Inari? Kakashi asked, amused by the sight. Oh, they're fine, everything has gotten much better. Inari rubbed the bump on his head. Well, let's go. We lost Gamabunta and the others. Naruto said. Inari, you show us the way. Okay. Inari climbed on the fox. It's not far from here, just go straight ahead. Wait. Hinata said. Where are Shino-kun, Ino-chan and Kurenai-sensei? Then a ticked off Ino came out of the bushes. Shino, come out. What are you thinking, pulling me into the bushes with those bugs? Ino yelled. Shino, come out this instant. Inari started screaming and fell down. Bugs. Get them off of me. A kunai flew out, aiming for Inari's neck. It struck him and killed him instantly. Shino jumped down from a tree. Naruto ran toward Inari. Inari. Shino, why did you do that? Bastard. Shino. He was Naruto-kun's friend. Hinata said softly. Kurenai appeared behind Shino. Look closely at the boy. Kurenai said as the boy turned back into a man with a sound hitate. He's a sound ninja. Kakashi, come out. Kakashi is right there. Naruto said, pointing to him. Poof, Kakashi disappeared. What? It was a bunshin. Kakashi jumped out of the tree. A sound ninja used henge to look like Inari. Kakashi said looking at the sound ninja. I hid to find out what is his purpose, but we don't know his purpose now because Shino killed him. We'll inform Hokage-sama, Kurenai said. Let's go, the others are waiting. They all jumped on the fox. Well, you can follow Gamabunta's scent, right? Naruto asked the fox. Yes. The fox replied while sniffing the ground before running again. Yes, they've fallen in our trap. The ninja smirked, moving away from the bushes. It's time to get revenge again. Country of Wave. Where's Kakashi and Kurenai's team? Tsunade asked. They were right behind us. Jiraiya, use your binoculars and look for them. Jiraiya ignored her and used the binoculars to peek at the girls at the hot springs. Jiraiya giggled and blushed. He drooled at the sight. Jiraiya. A vein popped in Tsunade's forehead. Stop peeking at the girls. The girls heard Tsunade and ran. Ah, pervert. One of the girls screamed. No, no, no. Don't run. Let's have fun. Jiraiya said, running after the girls. Come on. He tripped and fell on top on one of the girls. Ah, help. The girl screamed, seeing Jiraiya's scary face with blood trickling down his nose. She slapped him and kicked him away, running away from the scary, perverted old man. Ah, Jiraiya sighed, rubbing his cheek. My perfect chance and it's ruined. Arrow Sennin. A voice was heard. Jiraiya turned around to see it was Naruto. You're not going to peek when we get in the hot springs. I'll make sure of that, Arrow Sennin. He said. Don't call me that in front of everyone, Baka. Jiraiya yelled with a tissue up his nose. Jiraiya walked over and hit him on the head. Ow, he said. There's going to be a lot of chaos in the hot springs with him. You boys are to keep him from peeking at us. Tsunade ordered. Or I'll punch the living hell out of you, Jiraiya. Okay. Okay, anything but a punch from you. Jiraiya said. What is this? Trouble already? Kankuro said, walking toward them with Gaara and Temari. Shikamaru, did you miss me? Temari said, running up to him and grabbed his arm. Hey, what are you doing to my teammate? Ino screamed. Get your hands off him. Huh, what do I see here? Jealousy. Temari smirked. What happened to your Sasuke-kun? She mocked. He's still mine. She said. Then why does it bother you that Shikamaru is mine? She grinned, amused. Oi, Choji, help me. Shikamaru begged, trying to get away from Temari's grip. Cause you're not worth his time. Ino said, smirking, and grabbed Shikamaru's other arm. Sorry, Shikamaru. Choji grinned. I don't want to bother you. Looks like Shikamaru got 2 admirers. Asuma grinned. Temari. Stop it. Kankuro said. Don't cause trouble here. Yeah. Listen to what your brother says. Ino stuck out her tongue. No way. You squealing pig. Temari said, smirking. So is Sasuke-kun mine? Sakura asked, grinning. Squealing pig. Oh man, I should have thought of that. Inner Sakura said, laughing. In your dreams, you forehead girl. Ino stuck her tongue at her. So Shino, how was it riding the fox? Kiba asked. Riding the frog was so scary. I felt like I was going to die. We were high up in the air and then we were falling. The fox was fine. It runs fast. Shino said. We were just delayed by an attack. An attack? Kiba said. Why? I'll tell you later, Shino said. Why? Kiba whined. I want know now. Right, Akamaru? The dog on his head barked. Tsunade looked around. Jiraiya was hitting Naruto over and over. Kakashi was reading his Aika Paradise, giggling and blushing. Asuma and Kurenai were chatting. Temari and Ino were fighting over Shikamaru. Sakura was arguing with Ino over Sasuke, and Sasuke just stood there. Shikamaru was begging for Choji's help and Choji was stuffing chips in his mouth, laughing. Hinata stood there blushing and playing with her index fingers while looking at Naruto. Guy was giving the speech of youth to Lee while Tenten and Neji just stared at them. Gaara was standing there minding his own business and Kankuro just sighing, trying to stop Temari from causing trouble. Tsunade shook from annoyance. She took a deep breath and screamed, Everybody! Will you please listen? Everybody stopped and stared at her. Phew, she sighed. I will now pair everyone up to go in different rooms. So you people will learn to get along. So troublesome, Shikamaru said. Tsunade smirked when she heard this. Okay. First one is Shikamaru, Temari. Temari smirked. Ino yelled. What? You are out of your mind. I'm not finished yet, Ino. Tsunade said, annoyed but also amused. Oh sorry, she said and muttered. It better be me. Shikamaru, Temari and Ino. You will be rooming together. Tsunade said. Next are Kakashi, Kurenai and Asuma. Naruto, Hinata and Gaara will be in one room. Sakura, Sasuke and Lee will in another. Kiba, Kankuro and Shino will be together. Tenten, Neji and Choji, you guys are together. Guy and Iruka will be in a room. Jiraiya and I will be together because he wouldn't dare do anything to me. Great, Asuma said, chewing on his cigarette. Ino and Temari continue throwing insults at each. Lee grinned happily and started sending kisses to Sakura. Hinata blushed, delighted that she's with Naruto. Kankuro got freaked out by Shino's bugs and Choji started stuffing himself with chips. People, let's go now. Tsunade yelled entering the hotel. Tsunade-sama, a girl with short black hair and wearing a Junin vest greeted her. Why are you here? Shizune, weren't you on a mission? Tsunade said. I'm done and I stopped to get in the hot springs. Shizune said. What are you doing here? Well, that's great. We're here to get in the hot springs too, she replied. You can have the week off too, and since you're here, you can share the room with Guy and Iruka. Iruka is in his room right now. Shizune said. Guy, I'll take you there. Thank you, Shizune. Guy said. He gave Lee the nice guy pose before leaving. Guy, wait. Shizune and I need to talk to you. Tsunade said. Everyone, stay here except for Naruto. Why is always me? Naruto said. You guys are planning something, I know it. He muttered as he left the room. I'll be waiting outside. Okay. Tsunade said. How are we going to surprise him? For what, Tsunade-sama? Shizune asked. Why are you surprising him? His birthday is tomorrow. Tsunade replied. Oh well, then how about we set up a party? Shizune suggested. Sake. Great. But where? Tsunade wondered. We can have it at Tazuna's house. Kakashi suggested. He lives around here. Great. Tsunade nodded, satisfied. But will he agree? Of course, we had a mission to protect him and we became good friends. Kakashi smiled. And he named the bridge, the Great Naruto Bridge. Good. All right then. Let's go talk to him now. Tsunade said. The Junins will go with their teams to buy stuff for the party. Asuma's team will buy the food. Guy's team will buy the cake. Kurenai's team will buy the presents. Iruka and Shizune, you buy the sake. Sakura, Sasuke and Kakashi, you will come with me. Someone has to keep Naruto away from us too. Anyone? She saw Hinata raise her hand. I'll do it, Hinata suggested. I bought Naruto-kun a present anyway. All right, I need you to keep him away until I tell you to stop. She said, giving her a walkie-talkie. Now, if you want to buy Naruto a present, tell Kurenai and she'll write it down. I'll give him a basket full of vegetables since he's been eating nothing but ramen. Kakashi said to Kurenai. She took out a pen and paper and wrote it down. I'll get him a basket full of fruit. Sakura said. Sasuke-kun, what about you? Since that Dobi wants nothing but ramen, then ramen it is. Sasuke said. Alright, well then let's go. Tsunade said, leaving with Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura. I'll give him my Aika Paradise, Volume 1. No need to buy it. I have one copy right here. Jiraiya took out the Volume 1 of Aika Paradise. Isn't he a bit too young for that? Kurenai's sweat dropped. I'll just give him some money. Ramen, Shikamaru said. It's too troublesome to buy something. All he wants is ramen. Lee and I will give Naruto our outfits. Guy said, showing an extra green jumpsuit. Right, Lee. Yes, Guy sensei. Lee gave a nice guy pose. He loves ramen, Asuma said. So I guess ramen. People couldn't think of anything else, so they picked ramen. Neji, Tenten, and Shino already had something to give him. Kurenai wrote everything down. Okay, so that's a basket full of vegetables and fruits, 11 boxes of ramen. She sweat dropped. Okay, let's go now. Everybody went to do their task. Hinata walked out of the hotel and saw Naruto walking on water. Naruto-kun, what are you doing? Hinata-chan, Naruto said. This is water walking exercise. Have you ever tried it? No. I did the tree walking exercise though. Hinata walked over to Naruto. That looks cool, can you teach me, Naruto-kun? Sure. He ran toward Hinata and jumped out of the water. Well, it's like the tree walking exercise. First you concentrate chakra into your feet. He molded chakra to his feet. Then you put your foot on the water and release the right amount of chakra into the water to make you float. He now was standing on top of the water. Now you try. Okay. She started molding chakra to her feet, then she put her foot on the water and released a small amount of chakra, then she started walking on the water. You're better than me, Hinata-chan. Naruto was amazed that she got it on her first try. I kept falling on my first try. You're good at controlling your chakra like Sakura-chan. He smiled. There is a festival in town right now. I was wondering if you want to come with me. Hinata blushed and stuttered, yes. I'll go. Naruto grinned and grabbed her hand and pulled her after him into the hotel. We need to wear kimonos. Okay. They arrived at their room, and Hinata found her kimono. I'm going to change in the bathroom. Wait here for a moment, please. Hinata went in the bathroom and 5 minutes later, she came out wearing a white kimono with pink flowers all over it. How do I look, Naruto-kun? Hinata blushed and started twiddling her fingers. You look beautiful. He blushed as he said this. Shall we go, my beautiful lady? He offered his arm. She blushed and put her arm through his. Well, someone is acting like a gentleman for once. Kyuubi laughed. Shut up, Kyuubi. Naruto said. Tsunade's place. Tsunade knocked on the door. A man with short black hair and long beard opened the door. Hello, Kakashi. He said. What are you doing here? Tsuna-san, we need to speak with you. Kakashi said. This is Tsunade-sama, the 5th Hokage. What happened to Naruto being the Hokage? Tsuna laughed. Sorry. Come in. Well, tomorrow is Naruto's birthday, so I was wondering if we can have it in your house. Kakashi said. Of course you can. The backyard is free, so why don't you do the party there? Tsuna smiled. Inari. Tomorrow is Naruto's birthday. Inari came running down the stairs. Naruto Ni-chan's birthday is tomorrow. Where is he having it? In our backyard, he said smiling. But it must be a surprise. Tsunade said. We'll be here at 12 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, she said. All right. He said. Everything will be ready then. Thank you. Goodbye. Tsunade said, walking out the door. We'll see you tomorrow, Inari, Tsuna-san. Kakashi waved goodbye and left. Bye, Inari. Sakura said, waving back also. I'll see you tomorrow. HN. Sasuke waved goodbye and left with Sakura. Why did you have to come? Ino asked. Why don't you hang out with your brothers? I don't have to. Temari smirked. I rather be with my Shika-kun, right, Shikamaru? She said, nibbling on his ear. Don't you dare touch Shikamaru. Ino yelled angrily. Oi, guys. Come on, stop it. Shikamaru groaned, pushing Temari away. How troublesome. Stop it. We have to buy food, you know. Asuma said, walking into the store. Come on, let's go. They have great sushi. Why can't we have barbecue? Choji whined. Sushi makes my tummy hurt. We'll get barbecue and sushi, Choji. Asuma sighed and ordered out. I need 26 lunchboxes, mango, to go. They handed him 26 lunchboxes. Well, we're done for today, let's go to Tsuna's house. Asuma said, walking out of the store, looking at the map that Kakashi gave him. Hey, Asuma. A guy wearing a green jumpsuit greeted, you done for today? Hi, guy. Yeah. He replied. You need help choosing the cake. Yes, I do. Guy said, admitting defeat. I don't know where the cake store is too. He sweat dropped. It's right there, Shikamaru said, pointing to the fifth store down the block. How did you know that? Tenten asked. You're smart, but are you psychic too? Map, he said, showing a scroll. Kakashi gave it to me before. Oh, well then let's go, she said, pulling Neji into the store with the others. We're wasting time. Guy asked the cashier what kind of cakes they have. Hold up, we have a book. The cashier said, giving Guy the book. They flipped through the pages and passed an interesting one. Guy-sensei, wait, turn back to that page, Lee said. That fox, it's so cute. Ino and Tenten squealed. This one is great for his cake, Ino said, looking at the tiny fox cake picture. It's so cute. Excuse me, we would like to get this cake with the fox on it. Asuma ordered. We need it by tomorrow, 11 in the afternoon. Okay, it will be ready by then, the man said. Would you like to write anything on it? Yes, Guy said. I need you to write, Happy Birthday Naruto. Okay, he said, writing it down. It'll be ready by tomorrow. Thank you very much, Guy said, leaving the store. We will have the rest of the day off. How about the festival that's in town tonight? I have to go and drop this off at Chizuna's house, Asuma said, waving before leaving. Bye. I'll come with you, Shikamaru insisted. If Shikamaru is coming, I'm going, Temari said, grabbing on his arm. Let's go have fun, Shika-kun. Shikamaru has a girlfriend, Lee said, giving the nice guy pose. If you need advice on girls, ask me and Guy-sensei. His teeth sparkled. If Temari is going, I'm going. Ino yelled, glaring at Temari. Temari just smirked. Don't you have Sasuke-kun to go with? Temari glared back. No, I have Shikamaru, Ino said, grabbing his other arm. Guys, will you stop it? Shikamaru yelled, pushing both of them away. You girls are so troublesome. What did you say, Shikamaru? Ino yelled. Nothing. Shikamaru groaned. This is getting more troublesome, and I have to spend the room with those two. He thought about Ino and Temari going crazy on him, and then all of a sudden, they start stripping. He blushed and shook the thoughts out. Yay! The big boned boy cheered, stuffing chips in his mouth. There's a lot of food at festivals. I'll go train, Neji said. I don't want to go. Ah, Tenten's eyes saddened. Please, Neji. Neji's eyes softened. Fine. He walked towards the festival. Yay, she cheered. Come guys, let's go. While walking to the festival, they saw Kurenai and her team walk out of a store. Good thing ramen is cheap, Kurenai said, walking out of the store with a bag full of instant ramen. Yeah, Kiba agreed. So much ramen, but knowing him, he'd finish that in a day. He won't eat ramen on his birthday, Shino said. After all the food we have. Yeah right, he would eat ramen no matter what, Kiba said. That brat eats nothing but ramen. Kankuro asked. Man, I would get sick, eating ramen everything day. Alright, let's go hide this stuff in our room, Kurenai said. Let's go to the festival later. Yes, Kiba cheered. What about you, Shino? I guess that is alright, Shino replied. What about you? Shino looked at Kankuro. Fine, whatever. He spotted Temari. Hey, isn't that Temari? Kankuro. His sister called out, waving. Guy. Kurenai called out. Why is Asuma's team with you? Oh, they wanted to go to the festival, so I took them, Guy answered. Also, Asuma said that he needed to bring something to Tsuna. I see. Well, we were going to the festival too, Kurenai said. Kiba, why don't you, Shino, and Kankuro go with Guy to the festival? I'll go later. Why, Kurenai-sensei? Kiba groaned. I don't want to hear Guy and Lee blab about the power of youth. Just go, Kurenai ordered before leaving. I'll catch up with you later. Okay, let's go, Guy said. Wait, I see my number one rival there. You guys go ahead. I'm going to break the record of 100 wins for Kakashi and 99 for me. Guy ran to Kakashi. Good luck, Guy-sensei. Lee called out, giving a nice guy pose to him. Shikamaru, let's go to the Ferris wheel. Temari squealed, pulling him to the Ferris wheel. Wait a minute, Ino screamed. Shikamaru is going with me to the Ferris wheel. Ino grabbed his arm and pulled it, having a tug-a-war contest with Temari. Let go. You're going to break his arm. Temari screamed. Everybody's sweat dropped. Oi, Shikamaru. I'm sorry I can't help you, Choji grinned. And I call you my best friend. Shikamaru yelled. Maybe if I talk about Sasuke, Ino would let go and I'll push Temari off. Sasuke-kun is a bastard. He is a power-hungry freak. He grinned. What did you say? Ino yelled in his ear, not letting go of Shikamaru. Damn it. If Temari wasn't here I'd beat your. Oh. Temari smirked, letting go of Shikamaru. I'd like to see that. Ino pulled hard on his arm and they both fell. Ow. Ino groaned. Something is on top of me. Ino opened her eyes to see Shikamaru on top of her. Ino blushed. Shikamaru, get off of me, pervert. Shikamaru blushed. It's not my fault. He got off of her. You planned this, didn't you? She yelled at Temari. Temari burst into tears and laughed. You should have seen your face. You like Shikamaru, don't you? Ino turned red. WHO told you that. It's obvious, admit it. You love Shikamaru. Temari started singing. You love Shikamaru. You love Shikamaru. Oh, what is this I hear, Ino pig? Ino turned around. You love Shikamaru. Forehead girl. You keep that wide forehead out of my business. She yelled into Sakura's ear. What did you say, Ino pig? She yelled back, glaring at her. Hell yeah, Sasuke-kun is mine. Inner Sakura grinned. This is so troublesome, Shikamaru groaned. When did you get here, Sakura? Lee asked. My cherry blossom. He started to send kisses to Sakura. Just about now, she replied, dodging the kisses. Damn it, stop sending me kisses. The last time you did that, I almost died dodging it. Inner Sakura eyes lit on fire. She sighed. Lee, please stop doing that. Isn't that Naruto and Hinata? Neji said, pointing to a blue-haired girl in a kimono and a blonde boy with his orange clothing. Kiba was filled with anger. Whatever. Can we please do something instead of arguing? What's so good about that dumb Naruto? There's a sport contest right there, a red-haired boy said, pointing to a huge field. Gaara, he screamed. When did you appear? Right now, he replied. I have some work to do now. Bye. He disappeared. You heard him. Let's enter the sport contest, Lee said, pushing everybody. I'll go tell the Dobi to enter, Sasuke said. I'll see you at the contest then, Sasuke-kun. Sakura said, leaving with the others. Naruto, he called out. Sasuke. The blonde boy looked around. Weird. I thought I heard his voice. Naruto-kun, the blue-haired girl asked. What's wrong? Nothing. Hinata-chan. He smiled. Just I thought that I heard Sasu. Ow. Somebody had hit his head. Dobi, the black-haired boy said. I'm right here. I know that. You don't have to sneak up on me. Naruto yelled. What are you doing here? I'm here to tell you and your girlfriend to enter the sport contest, he replied. Hinata blushed. What's a sport contest? You do all different kinds of sport, he said. The winner gets a prize. I don't know what, but I hear it's some kind of kanata. As soon as Naruto heard this, he grabbed Hinata's hand and ran to register. Come on, Sasuke. What are you waiting for? His voice was heard. HN. He ran after them. The contest is tomorrow, Dobi. He called out. Naruto kept on running. That baka. He groaned. I would like to enter the sport contest, please. Naruto said to the man handing out the tickets. My name is Uzumaki Naruto. The man's sweat dropped. The contest is tomorrow at 9 in the morning. Here is your ticket. The man handed him a ticket. The prize is kanata. Thank you. He smiled and turned to Hinata. What do you want to do now, Hinata-chan? She looked at the clock and turned back to Naruto. It's 9:30. Let's go eat then, she suggested. Okay. He then frowned. They don't have ramen. Oh well. He walked to a stand and ordered. I need 3 boxes of rice balls. He paid the man and the man handed him his lunch. Naruto-kun, let's go sit down and eat. She said, walking to a bench and sat with him. She looked around and saw many people cuddling or kissing. She blushed and looked away. Naruto looked at her and blushed. She looks cute like that. Hinata noticed he was looking at her and started twiddling her index fingers together. Here's your rice balls. He smiled at her, giving her the rice balls and munching on his. What do you want to do after this? Baka. Kyuubi laughed. What is it now, bastard? Naruto groaned. At times like this you win them presents you idiot. Kyuubi grinned. Boy, kid, you really don't know what to do around girls. Shut up. Naruto yelled. I know that already. Then do it, Baka. Kyuubi said. I'll be watching, so amuse me. Yeah, whatever. He groaned. Naruto-kun, she said, snapping him out of his thoughts. Are you okay? Huh, yeah. He noticed her box was empty. You're done eating? Yeah, she answered. This isn't like him. He would just finish his lunch in a second. Well, I'm not that hungry. I'll save it for later. He put the box back in the bag. He grabbed her hand and ran to a stand. Pop the balloon with a dart. Why this game? You'll see, he said. This is just like throwing kunais except it's darts. He laughed. Here's 10 darts. The man handed him darts. The white balloon is worth 10 points, the blue balloon is worth 30 points, and the red balloon is worth 50. Okay, here I go. Naruto aimed 3 darts at the blue balloon. 2 popped the blue balloon and 1 popped the white balloon. Yes. Naruto cheered, jumping up and down. Here are 5 more. He threw 5 more darts. 3 popped the red balloon and 2 popped the blue balloon. That makes 280 points. Hinata-chan, this one is for you. Hinata blushed. Naruto threw 2 darts at the red balloon and popped them. 380 points. He jumped up and down. Nice. What would you like? The man said. You can choose anything. Naruto looked around and saw a cute little fox. Can I get that fox? Oh, a kawaii fox. Girls would love cuddly things. He laughed. You amuse me greatly. Yeah, he replied. I can handle things from here. Boy, I can't wait until the hot springs. I'm going to enjoy seeing the girls. He moaned. Pervert. It's bad enough if I have 2 perverts as my sensei, but you too. Just you wait and see what I have in store for you, Kyuubi snickered. Naruto-kun, a shy girl asked. You spaced out again. Oh, I'm sorry, Naruto said. Here you go, Hinata-chan. He handed her the orange fox. Hinata blushed. Thank you, Naruto-kun. She hugged the fox. I love it, it's so cute. I'm glad you like it. He smiled. You're cute. He blushed. Wait here, I have to use the bathroom. He walked into a store. Naruto-kun, she hugged the fox harder and mumbled. I love you. Oh, hey pretty lady, a slurred voice was heard. You swell nice. Hinata turned around and saw a drunken missing ninja. He was wearing a sound hitate. What do you want? Hinata asked, scared. Come with me pretty lada. Let's have FWUN. He grinned, grabbing her arm. Let me go please. She begged. His grip is hard. I'll do Kaden. Nope, I'm taking you home with me. He pulled her to an alley. Hinata started pour chakra out of her body and start spinning. Kaden, she screamed. She started spinning and was stopped. What happened? Now no need to get excited. He smirked. He had grabbed her other hand to stop her spinning. My, you are a wild down. I'll take care of that soon. He pulled out a rope and tied her hands and fingers together. There you go. You can't escape now. Naruto-kun, save me, Hinata whispered. Please save me, she prayed. There's nobody to save you. He laughed. Now where do I start? Ah, Naruto-kun, she screamed. Naruto heard Hinata scream as he walked out of the store. Huh, Hinata. He felt something under his foot. It was the fox that he had won for Hinata. He picked it up. Where is she? He placed the fox inside the bag and closed his eyes. Damn fox, help me find her, Naruto said quickly. Would you stop calling me damn fox, brat? Kyuubi growled. Ask nicely to your sensei next time. Hinata might be in trouble right now. There's no time to argue. He yelled. Hurry up. Yeah, I'll lend you my nose so you can sniff her out. He said. Go find her. Thank you, Kyubi. Naruto said. That's for starters, now go find her. He smirked. Naruto started sniffing the air. I smell Hinata, but I smell someone else. Hinata's not alone. He ran and followed her scent. Why did I have to leave Hinata alone? Baka. He cursed himself. Why don't you shut up? The ninja groaned. I was getting to the good part. Hinata's kimono was now slid down, revealing only both her shoulders. Let me go. She was screaming and kicking him. This better shut you up. He took out a handkerchief, poured some liquid on it and placed it in front of her nose. She smelled it and fainted. That should shut up you. He grinned. I'm not waiting anymore. He chuckled and took of Hinata's kimono. What a nice body for a Hyuga. He drooled at the sight of her body. Bastard. What are you doing to Hinata? A blonde kid screamed with red eyes similar to a cat's pupils. Bastard, I'm going to kill you. He took out a kunai and ran towards him. What is this? A small teeny brat. The ninja groaned. He grabbed Naruto's left wrist with the kunai in his hands and grabbed his throat. Naruto tried to wiggle free. Damn it, he managed to say. I think I'm going to play with you for a little while, brat. He laughed and tightened the grip around his neck. How do you Lee? The ninja fell and landed on the floor. What the? He let go of Naruto, who fell on the floor and looked around. There were 5 copies of Naruto around him. Bastard. Don't underestimate me. Naruto formed a Rasengan in his hand and his bunshin threw him up in the sky. 4 of his bunshin each took a turn to kick the ninja, and sent him flying up high as they were spelling, Uzumaki. The ninja coughed up blood and saw Naruto come flying down with a Rasengan in his hand screaming, Naruto Rasengan Renden. He slammed the Rasengan onto the ninja's stomach, sending him into the ground. The ninja was lying there with a hole near his right shoulder. His bunshins disappeared and he walked over to Hinata. Hey, kid, Kyubi snickered. Check out her body. What? Naruto asked. What do you mean? Look at Hinata. He was grinning. I can't wait to see the look on his face, when he sees her. Naruto looked at her face, then his eyes traveled down to her body. Ah, he blushed and turned around. Kyubi, you pervert. He yelled. I can't believe you made me see that. Kyubi burst into tears and laughed. How was it? The perfectly shaped she has. Shut up. Damn it. He blushed and shook his head. What am I going to do now? Just put her kimono back on. He snickered. It's no big deal. For you it isn't, but for me it is. He growled. You'll pay for this. He picked up her kimono and turned around. Sorry, Hinata, he mumbled and blushed, slipping on her kimono. He took off his jacket and placed it around her, and then he lifted her up bride style and jumped from roof to roof. He failed to realize someone was watching him. The man came out from his hiding place and checked to see if the ninja was dead. Then he slung the ninja over his shoulder and went after Naruto. Naruto was jumping from roof to roof. He whispered to Hinata, I hope he just saw your body and didn't rape you. Ah, so you wish to do it with her? Kyubi laughed. I knew you had it in you. Pervert. He growled. It's not like that, you damn fox. Kit, someone is following us, he said. Watch your back. Thanks. He muttered. He looked behind him and saw nobody and shrugged. He walked in the hotel and got his keys. He opened his room door and placed Hinata on a bed. There's only 2 beds. He sighed. I guess I'll sleep on the floor. You don't have to, a red-haired boy said, tying a ninja to a chair. I don't sleep. Gaara, when did you come in? Naruto asked. And why did you bring that sound ninja here? While you were battling, I was watching you and followed you back here. He replied. He's still alive and we need some answers from him before we kill him. Oh, okay then. Naruto walked over to him. I'll show him to Suon tomorrow. You need to sleep. The Shukaku won't take over your personality anymore. What about you? He asked. You look like you're really tired from that fight. It's nothing a little shower can't fix. Naruto grinned. He walked over to the ninja and shook him. Wake up, you bastard. The ninja's eyes fluttered opened. I'm not dead. He groaned. He looked around the room. Where am I? Shut up. Naruto growled. Who the hell are you? You're that kid. He stuttered. Let me go. He tried to wiggle free. You tied my fingers, smart. Naruto then punched him in the face. The ninja coughed up blood. You will give us answers or we will torture you, mentally. Naruto glared at him. How dare you try to rape Hinata-chan? He punched him in the face again. Now you will answer our questions, or my friend here will give you great pain. The ninja spitted blood on Naruto. Naruto grabbed him by the shirt. You bastard. This time he kneed him in the stomach. The sound ninja coughed up more blood. Be glad my friend was here. He covered the wound with his sand or you'd be dead by now. Naruto, let go of him, Gaara said. Naruto let go of shirt, but didn't take his glare off of him. Thank you. Now what is your name? Abumi. He replied, coughing then continued. Zaku. He glared at Naruto. I'm sure you remember me. Nope. He said scratching his head. Gaara, do you? Yes I do, he said frowning. You're that guy from the Chunin exam. I thought Shino killed your arms. You can't live the life of a shinobi. Well guess what? He grinned. Kabuto healed my arms. You know he's a medic specialist just like your Hokage, only she's more talented than Kabuto. Naruto, check his arms. Gaara ordered. I don't trust him. Naruto lifted up Zaku's sleeve and saw nothing. No wounds or anything. He's right, there's nothing there. He then realized Zaku didn't have the holes in his hand anymore. What happened to your holes in your hand? I don't have any chakra. So I have no use for it, Zaku said angrily. Those bugs destroyed it all. I can't use ninjutsu or genjutsu. I've been training in taijutsu. Still, amazing, Gaara muttered. Well, we'll deal with you tomorrow. He took out the cork from his gourd, let the sand fall out and wrap around Zaku. Let's go to sleep. He put the cork back in his gourd. Wait a minute, Naruto said. He walked out to Zaku and hit him in the back of his head, knocking him out cold. There you go. He grinned. I'm going to take a shower. Alright then, I'm going to bed. Good night Naruto. Gaara said, taking of his gourd and went to bed. Good night, Gaara. He stepped into the bathroom, stripped, and took a shower for 10 minutes. He stepped out of the shower, dried himself and put on his pajamas. He stepped out the bathroom and grabbed his blanket. He sat down, his back against the wall and wrapped his blanket around him. He looked over at Hinata, her face looked so innocent while sleeping. I don't know why, but I keep thinking about her, I never noticed she was so cute. He then fell asleep with those thoughts. Where am I? Naruto was standing in a place where everywhere was dark. Then he spotted a girl, with midnight blue hair. Hey! He ran up to her and blushed. Hinata. The girl had no clothes, she covered herself just with her bare hands. She turned around. Naruto-kun. She ran up to him, and hugged him knocking him down. Naruto-kun, she repeated once more. I love you. He blushed. Hinata-chan. She looked into his eyes. Do you love me? He blushed redder. She leaned in closer to his face, closing her eyes, their lips almost touching. Then Naruto blinked, seeing Kyuubi's face. Hey Kit. Kyuubi grinned. Give me a kiss. He leaned in closer for a kiss. Ah! He screamed, pushing Kyuubi away. Naruto's eyes shot opened, panting and sweating. That was a scary dream. Her felt soft in my dream, he blushed. Ah! That damn fox. He shook his head violently. Why the hell did Kyuubi appear in my dream too? He shivered. Wasn't that a nice dream? Kyuubi snickered. Her felt so good against your chest. How the hell did you know what I was dreaming about? Naruto blushed. I can't believe you can also be in my dreams. Kyuubi laughed and smirked. I dream what you dream, your emotions is my emotions. Shut up. He shook his head hard. I hate you. He screamed, panting. He sweat dropped. You don't need to get crazy about it. Sorry. He sighed. I can't get her out of my head. Also figure out why she's blushing around me, even in my dreams. He then scratched his head. She said something to me, but I can't remember what. Baka. He sighed, shaking his head. You really are clueless. Hey, I'm not good with these things. He yelled. Whatever. He rolled his eyes. I got a surprise for you later. What is it? He asked. Is it a really, really cool technique? Naruto's eyes turned into stars. Something like that. Now don't you have to watch over that girl of yours? He said. Oh yeah, I forgot. He blushed. Thanks. He looked at the clock. It said, 8:20. Crap, the contest starts at 9. He took off his pajamas and slipped on his orange pants and black shirt. Where's my orange jacket? He looked at Hinata and saw the jacket was still on her. Oh, I forgot. He smiled and walked over to her. Hinata-chan, he whispered, shaking her gently. She groaned a little and muttered. Naruto-kun. Her eyes then fluttered open and wandered around the room. Where am I? She yawned, and then saw Naruto next to her. She blushed. Naruto-kun, she said startled. What happened? She looked away blushing. You don't remember? Naruto started blushing. Anything from last night? He looked away. All I remember was that a drunken perverted ninja was going to rape me. She started crying. He was so good at taijutsu that he stopped my kaiden, which is nearly impossible. His speed is incredible. Tears dripped down from her face. She uncontrollably hugged Naruto and cried in his chest. I'm so weak, she managed to get out. Naruto smiled. You aren't weak. He caressed her hair. All you need is self-confidence. She looked up at him with big puffy red eyes and looked at him. You mean that? He wiped her tears. Of course. He grinned. Now, get dressed. The others are waiting. He got up and walked over to Zaku. Oi, get up. He screamed in Zaku's ear. Zaku woke up, startled. What did you do that for, you brat? He glared. Ah, she screamed. You. She pointed her finger at Zaku. Pervert. She covered her body with the blanket. This was my mission, you bitch. He spat. Don't get the wrong idea. Mission? Naruto asked. To rape Hinata was your mission. Naruto grabbed his hair and pulled it back. Yeah, he replied wincing. I don't know why, I was assigned to do this. I couldn't refuse. Hinata-chan, go downstairs and get Tsunade-ba-chan. He told her. Tell her it's an emergency. He let go of Zaku's hair. Okay. She ran out of the door and came back up in 3 minutes with an angry-looking Tsunade. Naruto-kun, she's here. Tsunade-ba-chan, he said with a serious-looking face on. I need to tell you something. What is it? She walked over to him. You look so serious. Naruto stepped aside showing Zaku, covered in sand, expect for his head. He tried to rape Hinata-chan last night. He gritted his teeth. He said it was a mission. Mission? There no way he could have been a mission. Tsunade looked at him, raising an eyebrow. Was he drunk, Hinata? He sounded drunk and he smelled like alcohol. Hinata replied softly. This was the reason I couldn't radio back to you last night. I see, she said. You were drunk, that was no mission. Why did you really do it? She raised her fist. You will get a punch from me if you don't answer. I'm not giving you answers. Zaku closed his eyes. I will bear each and every punch you give me. Tsunade got ready to give him a punch in the face. Naruto put his arm in front of her. Wait, Kakashi knows how to use the Mangekyo Sharingan. He will be able to get answers out of him by using it. Zaku's eyes lit up. Mangekyo Sharingan, he whispered. I heard that from Orochimaru. Kakashi can't use that. His voice was full of fear. Yes he can, Naruto said. I'll call him right now. He walked over to the door and yelled. Kakashi-sensei. His voice was so loud it almost made everyone deaf. Kakashi came up. Don't be so loud, Naruto. He poked his pinky into his ear. What is it you want? He spotted the ninja tied to the chair. You. He exclaimed. I heard Kabuto healed your arms, but I thought that was impossible. Well, it was a success. That Kabuto, I don't know what we're going to expect from him. Tsunade frowned. Kakashi-sensei, we need you to use Mangekyo Sharingan on him, Naruto said. It'll be good practice on him. Kakashi walked over to him and lifted up his Hitate, showing his Sharingan eye. I guess I can practice it on him. No. Zaku stuttered. I'll tell you everything. He shut his eyes tight. That's a shame. Kakashi pulled down his Hitate over his left eye. I really wanted to practice it. Tricking him is so easy. He grinned under his mask. Start spilling. Naruto ordered. Everything. He glared. All I wanted was revenge on that bug freak. He started. I thought he liked that girl. So I pretended to be drunk and take advantage of her. So that sound ninja who henged to look like Inari was your plan. Naruto's eyes turned red. Yeah, I was planning for my friend to get close to Shino back there, but you killed him. He shouted. This time my plan was to rape that girl and he would come to me with anger and then I could finally kill him. I'm getting Gaara up here. He ran out the door and came back with Gaara. Gaara, release your sand off of him and his wound. Why? You want to kill him? Gaara was surprised. He deserves to die. Naruto gritted his teeth. Hokage-sama. He turned to her. Will you let him die? If he returns to Orochimaru he would die anyway. Tsunade muttered and sighed. I'll heal him and knock him out cold, and then I'll send him back to the Sound Village. Naruto, can you summon your fox? Yes. He muttered and looked at the clock. It said 8:50. Crap, I'm late for my contest. The others left. Gaara said. You can still catch up with them. Thanks. He said quickly. Ba-chan, can Gamabunta carry him to the Sound Village? He asked before grabbing Hinata and run out the door. Yeah. Go on now. Tsunade signaled him to go. I'll meet up with you later. Okay. Hinata-chan, let's go. He grabbed her arm and ran. After this, we need to prepare for his surprise later, Hokage-sama. Kakashi reminded her. I know. She sighed. I have a long day ahead of me. Sports contest. Where is that Dobi? Sasuke groaned. He's late. Sorry. A blonde kid screamed, pulling a blue-haired girl behind. I woke up late. He scratched the back of his head. Clumsy idiot, it's starting. Sasuke sighed. You and Sakura are a team. What? He yelled. I don't want to be on your team. Our numbers are a match, idiot. He showed his number. Sakura's number is 34, mine is 35, your number 36, right? Naruto looked at his ticket and nodded yes. Alright, whatever. He turned to Hinata. You'll be watching, right? Hinata nodded. Watch me win that sword. Gee, good luck, Naruto-kun. She walked away blushing. She must have thought I saw her, he thought. Kit, you better win that sword. Kyuubi growled. If you lose I'll kill you. What's so good about that sword anyway? He asked. That's your father's sword, you idiot. He shouted. I don't know how it got here, but you were supposed to inherit that sword. He drooled. How the hell do you know who my father is? He gritted his teeth. I didn't even know who my own father was. Calm down, Kit, I'll tell you if you win that. He replied. The contest is starting. Clumsy idiot, wake up. Sasuke screamed. Naruto fell on his butt. Why the hell did you do that, bastard? He got up, raising a fist at Sasuke. The contest is starting, let's go. He grabbed the back of his collar and dragged him inside. Then Naruto's stomach growled of starvation. Wait. Sasuke. Okay, first round is the doing 10 push-ups with one of their teammates sitting on their backs. The other teammate counts your push-up and blows the whistle when you're done. The man on a speaker announced. Okay. Go. Sasuke sat on Naruto. Clumsy idiot, hurry up and do the push-ups. He demanded. Why does Sakura-chan have to be the one that counts? He whined, crying. Then his stomach growled again. I didn't eat breakfast. Alright, after this my reward is ramen. Naruto thought about ramen and doing push-ups at the same time. In 30 seconds, Sakura blew the whistle. Yes. Naruto ran to the food stand. They serve ramen here. Lucky. His eyes shot open as he read the sign that said, "Ramen is sold out." What? He screamed. He ran to another food stand. "Can I get a bowl of raw?" He was lifted off the round. What the? He looked behind him and saw a bunch of bugs lifting him. "Shino!" He screamed. "Let me go. I want to eat. Your team is in the lead now. If you just give up and run away, your team will not forgive you. That is the rule," Shino said calmly. "No wonder. Now I know that I really hate you," he said, kicking and screaming. "The second round is starting now. You have to feed your partner and your other partner cleans the dishes. The judges here will time you," the man announced once more. "Go. Food." He jumped up and down. "Feed me, Sakura-chan." He opened his mouth wide, but instead of food in his mouth he got hit on the head. "Ow. You baka," she yelled. "You feed me." Sasuke washes. She handed him the food and opened her mouth. "Why?" he cried. "This is not fair." He shoved the food down her throat. She swallowed a bit, leaving a huge lump in her throat. She started choking. He then poured the whole milk down her throat, making it easier to swallow. He grabbed the dish and glass, passed it to Sasuke and he cleaned it. One of the judges said, 20 seconds. Ramen time. He ran to the stand he was before and ordered, "1 bowl of ramen please." In 3 minutes the man placed a large bowl of ramen in front of him. "Thank you." He took the chopsticks, broke it apart and said, "Itadakimasu." He took a big whiff of the ramen and just about when he was going to take a bite, someone hit him on the head. "Hey, what are you doing, baka? I was going to eat," he shouted. Then he failed to realize it was Ino and Sakura. "Just who are you calling an idiot?" Ino said, cracking her knuckles. "Are you talking about me?" She gave him a death glare. "You." A vein popped in Sakura's forehead. She took a deep breath and screamed. "Just what the hell are you thinking shoving the food down my throat?" "Ah," he screamed, feeling the killer intense from them. Sorry. No, I wasn't talking about you." His face drenched with sweat. "The final round is baton relay race," the man announced finally. "Everyone get in your positions. Come on, Naruto." Sakura grabbed Naruto and dragged him away from the stand. "One more round and you get the sword." The man at the food stand sweat dropped. Ino whispered to Sakura, "It's almost 12. Everyone is going to go to Tsunade's house now, we'll see you there." She ran waving by. Sakura waved back. "Wait, Sakura-chan," Naruto cried. "I can finish the ramen in 1 second. Isn't the taste of victory enough?" She sighed. "You'll eat later." "No. Victory is sweet but ramen tastes better," he yelled at the top of his lungs. "This is murder." "Okay. The final round is starting now," this time a woman announced. Sakura started running first. "You're too slow." Inner Sakura screamed. "Imagine Ino is next to you." Sakura closed her eyes and opened them. She saw Ino next to her, sticking out her tongue. A vein popped in her head and she forced herself to run faster and faster. As soon as she got near Sasuke, he started running. He held his hand to grab the baton and grabbed it from her. Since Sasuke was good at speed, he ran faster than the other people. Naruto was standing there holding his stomach, waiting for Sasuke to come. "Hurry up, Sasuke," he moaned. "You're so slow." Then Sasuke was near him. Naruto started running slowly, holding out his hand for the baton. Sasuke was running fast, his hand with the baton in it flew past his hand and up his. Sakura freaked out, her mouth hanging open. Naruto screamed and fell. He could hear Kyuubi laughing in his head. "What did you do that for?" Naruto pulled out the baton from his and glared at Sasuke. "Clumsy idiot," Sasuke was panting. "Hurry up and run." Naruto stood up, closed his eyes, and then opened them. "That's it, I'm going to keep running with all my might until I finally get my ramen." He ran with all his might, leaving dust behind, zooming past the other contestants and crossed the finish line. "Yes. Ramen. Finally ramen time." "Idiot," Kyuubi shouted. "Stop thinking about ramen and get your prize." "Why?" He yelled back. I'm hungry. To get your sword, he replied harshly. And watch out. What? Bam! He crashed into something and felt something soft squishing his cheeks together. That smell is nice, he mumbled. Kyuubi laughed uncontrollably. Kit, I can't believe you. What is it? He raised an eyebrow. I feel something really soft squishing my cheeks together. Why don't you open your eyes and see what really is squishing your cheeks together? He smirked. Naruto opened his eyes to find Tsunade rather very close to him. His eyes traveled down from her face to her chest. Holy! Naruto jumped away from her blushing. What are you doing here? A vein popped in her forehead. That is my line. She gritted her teeth. I'll let you off this time, brat. She walked behind him and blindfolded him. Hey, what are you doing? Naruto screamed. Be quiet, Naruto. Sakura hit him on the head. I have a surprise for you. Tsunade said, taking off the blindfold. I'll put it back on when we get to Tazuna's house. A surprise? He sighed. My ramen. Oh yeah, where's that sword I was going to get? You'll get it later, Sasuke said. Tsunade has it by the way. You can have it after we get to Tazuna's house. Tsunade said, dragging the crying, starving Naruto. Where's Hinata-chan? Naruto asked, looking around for her. She had something to do. Sakura said. She said she meet you later. Tazuna's house. Shikamaru, you tell everybody what to do. Asuma ordered the lazy Chunin. Naruto is going to be here in 5 minutes. How troublesome. He sighed. He closed his eyes and thought for a while, and then he opened his eyes. Alright, Tazuna-san, you and your daughter will take care of grilling the barbecue because Naruto is very hungry right now. Inari, you set up the table and food. Everyone else go hide anywhere in the backyard. Now you all jump out of your hiding place when you see Naruto. Hinata, you open the door for him when he comes. Guy's team and Asuma hid in behind one tree. Kakashi and Kurenai's team hid behind the tree across from Guy. Gaara, Temari, and Kankuro hid in the branches. Jiraiya hid in a bush with Iruka and Shizune. Hinata was in the living room waiting for Naruto. She heard a knock on the door. Coming, she said, running to the door quietly and opening it. Come in, she whispered. Can I take off the blindfold now? Naruto whined. No, Sakura yelled. Now, quit your whining. Sakura, Sasuke, Hinata. Tsunade said. Go ahead and hide. They both nodded and went out to hide. Tsunade ba-chan, he asked. Can I please take off my blindfold now? Wait a minute, she replied, leading him out the back door. She signaled for everyone to get ready. Okay. She took off the blindfold and everyone jumped out of their hiding place yelling. Happy birthday, Naruto. Tsunade then whispered in his ear. Surprise, Naruto. Naruto's eyes widened, shocked by the surprise. His eyes started tearing. Everyone, you did this for me. He flashed a big grin with happiness. Don't get the wrong idea, dope. Tsunade suggested it. Sasuke grunted with a smirk. Happy birthday, Tsunade, ba-chan. Naruto looked at Tsunade. Thank you so much. He screamed with excitement. Thank you everyone. He started jumping up and down. Calm down, Naruto. Tsunade smiled. Before having fun, presents come first. Hey Naruto, check this out. Jiraiya smirked, holding out an Ica Ica Paradise Volume 1. Here's your present, the special edition number 1. A vein popped in his forehead. Arrow Sennin. He yanked the book out of his hand and whacked him over and over with it. What are you thinking? Making me read this? Oi, don't do that. The book is fragile. Arrow Sennin cried while being chased and whacked. What's so fragile about this perverted book? He screamed. Everyone's sweat dropped. Naruto, Kakashi yanked him by his collar. Here's a basket full of vegetables. Naruto cried. Why? Kakashi sighed. All you have been eating is nothing but ramen. He paused and smacked him with his book. It's unhealthy. Add the vegetables in the ramen if you like, but eat rice for once. Naruto pouted. Fine. Here, Naruto-kun. Ten rushed over to him and handed him a box full of fox-shaped kunai. What's this? He lifted up his left eyebrow and stared at it. It's weird. That's mean, she cried. I made fox-shaped ones since you summoned a fox. I thought it'd be creative. She bonked him on the head. It'll be useful, okay? Don't throw it away. Okay. Thanks. He smiled and shoved it in his bag. Sakura walked over with a basket of fruit. Here, eat this. She shoved it in his arms. It's healthy. You ramen lover. Thank you, Sakura-chan, he cried, savoring the moment. It's my first time to see Sakura being so nice to me. A vein popped in Sakura's forehead and she bonked him on the head. What is that supposed to mean? I was being nice because it was your birthday. Don't get the wrong idea. Ah, I got it. He kneeled on the floor covering his head. Thank you so much though, he said as he got up, rubbing his head. Shino walked over and said, Naruto, give me your arm. Naruto freaked out. Why? You're going to do something, I know it. Bug freak. Shino stopped, called his bugs out and held Naruto. Don't call me a bug freak, this is your present, so relax. Naruto screamed, wrapping me around with bugs is my present. He tried to wiggle out free. The bugs held him upside down this time. Relax. Shino approached over him and took out a needle. It won't hurt. He screamed harder. Stop it, ah. Suddenly he grabbed Naruto's arm and injected the needle. There. Done. Bugs started going back into Shino's body. Naruto gasped for breath. What the hell did you do to me? Everyone's sweat dropped while watching this. Shino laughed. I injected some bugs in your body. He smirked. They'll be useful. Naruto screamed. No, I don't want bugs in my body. Get them out. Get them out. Tsunade walked over and bonked Naruto's head again. Be nice, it's a present. Naruto whined and cursed under his breath. Thank you, but what does it do? Shino smirked. You'll see, was all he said. Naruto stared at him, confused. Oh, okay. Neji walked over this time and whispered in his ear. I'll give you special training, later. Naruto's eyes widened. Why? He asked. Present. Then he walked away. Naruto jumped up and down, screamed, Yay, yay. Guy and Lee came flashing their flashy grin. Naruto-kun. Our present to you is our green jumpsuit. They pulled it out. It's warm and nice. Everyone's sweat dropped. This is great. Naruto grinned and tried to see how it looked on him. Thanks. This is really freaky. I'm never wearing this. Kurenai walked over holding a bag full of ramen. Here, Naruto. Ramen from all of us. You're hungry, aren't you? Now that I think of it, I was so happy that I forgot. Naruto cheered. Yay! Ramen. Kakashi yanked it away. Later, Naruto. He put the bag of ramen away. Eat some real food for once. Everyone, the barbecue is done. Tazuna and Inari with her mom called out. Come eat. Okay. Everyone, let's eat. Naruto cheered, running over to the table, sitting down next to Hinata. Food was served. On the plates, there was chicken, pork, watermelon, rice with curry, noodles with tomato sauce, fish balls on sticks, and lots of other foods. Hey, who wants lunchboxes? Asuma said, holding up a bag of lunchboxes. It's mango. Everyone cried. Me. Everyone was full, all except for Naruto and Kiba. They didn't notice that they were having an eating contest. Thanks, Kyuubi, for giving me a second stomach, he praised. Kyuubi sat back, amused by the sight and satisfied from the food. Ah, so good. Everyone watched and laughed at the full stomach Kiba had. Here, Kiba-kun, Hinata said, giving him medicine. It'll help you digest the food faster. Thank you, Hinata. He blushed and grinned. Naruto, still stuffing himself, got mad and said, Oh. My stomach. He fell on the floor, holding his stomach. Hinata ran over and cried. Naruto-kun. She kneeled down next to him. Are you okay? She looked at him with worried eyes. Yeah, he said, looking at her eyes. Wow. She was really worried. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Hinata blushed, realizing how close her face was to his face. Here's medicine. She shoved it in his hands and looked away, still blushing. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Hee, thanks. He shoved it in his pocket. Tsunade walked over and said, let's have some fun. She held out a deck of cards, smirking. Everyone's sweat dropped and started to back away. A vein popped in her forehead. She punched the tree and it fell. Come on. What are you waiting for? Everyone started panicked and ran into the house. Now, Tsunade said, let's play strip poker. Everyone stared at Tsunade. Jiraiya started blushing and having nosebleeds. Kurenai, Asuma, and Kakashi sweat dropped. Hinata just blushed. Everyone else had their mouths wide open and screamed. Tsunade Ba-chan, are you drunk? Naruto asked, stepping back. I think I drank too much sake, that's all. She said, grinning. That's all, he yelled. I ain't playing a freaking stripping game. You're not fun. She groaned. What about truth and dare? Everyone nodded in agreement. Doesn't sound like any harm, Kakashi said. Okay. Who's going to be the first to spin the bottle? Tsunade looked around. Whoever it lands on the spinner must ask truth or dare. I'll go. Sakura offered. She took the bottle and spun it. It landed on Sasuke. Sasuke-kun, she said. Truth or dare? Dare, he said. Don't give me a stupid one. Let's see. I dare you to kiss me on the cheek. She blushed. Hell yeah. Inner Sakura cheered. What? He screamed. I said no stupid ones. He groaned. This isn't stupid. She whined. Rules are rules. Forehead girl. Sasuke's mine. How dare you dare him to kiss you? Ino screamed. Oh, she smirked. I thought Sasuke is mine, since you're all over Shikamaru. Sasuke is still mine, forehead girl. Ino yelled. Oh, so now Shikamaru is mine for the taking then. Temari smirked, grabbing on his arm. Get off, Temari. Shikamaru groaned, trying to push her off. Hey, get off of Shikamaru. Ino screamed. Make up your mind, Ino pig. Sakura screamed. Which one you want, Shikamaru or Sasuke? Both are mine. Ino yelled. You can't have either of them. Everyone sat back watching those three argue. A vein popped in Tsunade's forehead. Alright, she screamed. I'm changing the rules of the game. This is going nowhere. She stood up. People, write down your names on a piece of paper and put it in this bag. Then I will pick two names and they will both spend 5 minutes in a room, locked and alone. Everyone's sweat dropped, not even bothering to refuse this time. They wrote down their names and dropped it in the bag. Tsunade cleared her throat. Okay, everyone. She picked up 2 papers from the bag. First pairings are me and Jiraiya. She groaned. No, not her. Jiraiya groaned. They both walked in the room with shoulders slumped. Tazuna grinned. Peesh. He whispered. Check it out, I have a camera. He grinned as everyone comes and looks through the screen. They saw Jiraiya and Tsunade sitting on the bed. Jiraiya was reading his Ika Paradise book, giggling and blushing. Tsunade was just sitting there, annoyed. Hey, Tsunade, Jiraiya turned. Want to read this? No, she groaned. I want to get out. Come on, don't be like that. He whined. We're alone, let's have fun. She gritted her teeth. Do you want me to punch you? Do it, Jiraiya teased. I'll dodge. Tsunade got ticked off and threw a punch at Jiraiya. Jiraiya caught her first and held her down on the bed. You smell like sake. He sniffed. So do you, she said. Let go of me, you proved your point. He smirked. Nah, I want some fun. He started to kiss her neck and make its way to her ear. She got tense but tries to wiggle out free. Oh my god, he's drunk. Tsunade need his balls as soon as her legs were free. Jiraiya didn't have time to scream and just fell on the floor, moaning. Guy popped in and said, hello. Young couple. He flashed a flashy grin and gave a thumbs up. What's this? He looked at Jiraiya. Jiraiya got rejected, again. He shook his head. Don't worry, you still got your Ika Paradise book. Ow. Don't have to, knee so freaking hard, Jiraiya moaned walking out the door, limping. Serves you right, Tsunade blushed. Damn rapist. Everyone cracked up when they got out of the room. Okay. Next pairings are Shikamaru and Temari. Tazuna said. Shikamaru and Temari, Ino screamed. I will never allow that. Ino, Tsunade said patiently glaring at her. Just 5 minutes. Fine. Ino gritted her teeth and cursed under her breath. She walked over to the screen to watch from the hidden camera in the room. I'll be watching, she muttered. Soon everyone joined her as they were locked in the room. Shikamaru, Temari sang, isn't this great, we finally get to be alone. No, just troublesome, Shikamaru groaned. Save me the trouble. Fine, whatever. She said, I'll just hang onto your arm the whole time. She smirked. Get off, he groaned, trying to push her off. Never, she tightened the grip, I'll never let go even if I die. Shikamaru, annoyed as he is, tried to pull his arm free. He then pulled harder and fell on the floor with Temari. Ow! He groaned, couldn't you be less heavy? He opened his eyes. Temari's butt was right in front of his face. Ah! Shikamaru screamed, get off. He panicked. Temari blushed and got off. Sorry, she said. Ino saw this and busted into the room. You stay away from him. She screamed. He's mine, you hear? Shikamaru groaned. Since when? Ino gritted her teeth. Since 1 day ago. Temari rolled her eyes and said, are you really that jealous about me being on top of Shikamaru? She pushed Ino on Shikamaru and they both fell. There, happy. Ino was now on top of Shikamaru, blushing. They stayed like that until Tsunade broke the silence. Okay, you had your fun, next pairing. Sasuke and Sakura. She pushed the two people in the room. Hey, Sasuke-kun, Sakura said, it's a nice view of the ocean, right? Yes, I get to be alone with Sasuke-kun. Inner Sakura said as her eyes lit up. Sasuke grunted, yeah, the air was tense for 2 minutes. Sakura began and got annoyed by his coldness. Cheer up, it's Naruto's birthday. Have fun. Sasuke smiled, yeah, okay. They sat there and looked out the window for the last few minutes left. Ino pig, Sakura smirked as she walked out, I won. Whatever. She blushed, still remembering what happened last time. I don't care. Are you okay, Ino pig? She checked her forehead. Yes, I'm fine. She smirked. Sasuke is still mine. You hear? Mine. Okay. You're normal. She smiled. Ino's sweat dropped. Inari came up and asked, can I pick? Sure. Tazuna said, holding out the bag for him. Inari reached in and took out 2 names. I got Hinata and Naruto Oni-chan. Hinata and Naruto blushed. Kiba stood there shocked and angered. I'm going in too. Kiba, 2 people only. That's the rules, Tsunade said putting a hand on his shoulder. Deal with it. Kiba growled and muttered, fine, whatever. Then he ran out of the house. What's so good about Naruto anyway? He's a dropout, a clumsy weak man. Akamaru ran after him. Kiba-kun, Hinata said. I think I should go after him. Hinata-chan, I'll go. Naruto smiled. You stay, play another game. Okay, Tsunade Oba-chan. Then he ran after Kiba. Okay. Tsunade sighed. What shall we play next? Outside, where Kiba is. This sucks. Kiba sighed, laying down on the grass with Akamaru on his stomach. I'm supposed to be having fun. Why aren't you having fun? Naruto said sitting down beside him. Whoa. Kiba jumped up and pointed. Don't scare me like that. Sorry. He laughed. But why did you run away? Kiba tightened his teeth and said, none of your business. I hate you, Naruto. Come on, let's go back, he suggested. Everyone's worried. Worried. Kiba laughed. No one's worried. Name one person who's worried. Hinata. Naruto said, I ran after you cause of that. Naruto. Kiba growled, let me ask you a question. Go right ahead, Naruto said. What is it? Do you like Hinata? Kiba said with serious-looking eyes. Naruto first looked confused, and then laughed. Of course I do. He smiled. She's a good friend, and really nice. Kiba and Akamaru fell on the floor. That's not what I meant. He screamed. What, then? Naruto said, scratching his head. I don't really know what you're talking about. You don't have to look so serious. Do you love Hinata? Kiba screamed on top of his lungs. Are you that stupid? Naruto blushed. Well, no, maybe, I don't know. He rubbed his head. I know she's a really good friend and I like her, and stuff. And stuff. Kiba yelled. Damn it, make up your mind. What does that have to do with anything? He screamed. That's it. Let's fight Naruto. Whoever wins gets Hinata. Kiba said, charging at Naruto. Whoa, wait a second. Naruto screamed, running. Wait, wait, wait. Screw the waiting. Kiba yelled, throwing kunais at him. Come on, are you chicken? What did you say? Naruto screamed, stopping. Don't underestimate me, bastard. Bring it on, dropout boy. Kiba charged in with his kunai. Their fighting and screaming made everyone run over to see what was happening. Naruto-kun. Kiba-kun. Hinata screamed. Don't worry. Naruto smiled. We'll be fine. Shut up and hit me, Naruto. Kiba yelled, pushing him back, breaking the kunai contact. Damn it, I don't want to hit my friend. Naruto cursed. Hey Kit. Kyuubi said. How you want to finish this? I don't want to finish anything. He screamed. Ah, you got me excited. Kyuubi growled. Damn it, what am I supposed to do? He cursed. Well, I'm going to sit back and relax. Kyuubi said. I'll be here if you need me. What's wrong, Naruto? Kiba growled. Too weak. God damn it, he's getting on my nerves. Naruto thought. Wait a minute, Kiba. Why do you want to fight? He yelled, dodging the punches and kicks. Whoever wins gets Hinata. Kiba yelled. I told you already. That's what I mean by I don't know. Naruto screamed. I don't want to hit you. Fine. Then I'll just make you hit me. Kiba screamed, charging at Naruto and kicked him down on the ground. Damn it. Naruto coughed. Fine, if you really want this. First I have to ruin his smell, he thought. Why not fart, like last time? Kyuubi laughed. Shut up. That was an accident. He yelled. Haha, but it worked. Kyuubi smiled. Just do it again. Does burping work? He asked. Try it. Kyuubi laughed. This will be amusing. Naruto took out a can of soda, and gulped it all down without stopping. What is he doing? Kiba stopped. Is he trying to ruin my smell again? He won't get me this time. Come on. What are you waiting for, dog boy? He tempted Kiba. I'm waiting. Akamaru, Kiba called. Okay. Jujin Kage Bunshin. Author Hehe, I don't really know what it's called. Correct me if you do, please. Akamaru turned into Kiba. Now, Gatsuga. They both hit Naruto and he flew up to the sky, then Naruto disappeared. Crap. Bunshin. He screamed. Where are you, Naruto? Arms grabbed his legs and arms and held Akamaru by the leg. More bunshins. He tried to wiggle out free. Naruto, come out, using your bunshins as a shield. You're cheap. Suddenly Naruto appeared in the sky. Cheap. I'm just smart. Naruto came flying down, ready to burp. Eat this, dog boy. I'm going to make it smell so bad he's going to faint. Akamaru then jumped in front of Kiba and instead of burping, Naruto kissed Akamaru. What the hell? Kiba screamed out. Great going, Kit. Kyuubi cracked up. Oh my god. Hinata blushed. Oh my god. Everyone screamed with their mouth hanging out. Ew. Naruto screamed. How was that? Kyuubi snickered. Good. Disgusting. Naruto coughed. Dog germs. Naruto fell on the floor coughing and spitting out spit. That was nasty. He yelled. What did you do that for, Akamaru? Woof. Woof. Akamaru growled and bit Naruto. Oh. Naruto screamed. Let go. Let go. Let go. Kiba finally was set free after his bunshins disappeared. What the hell was that, Naruto? He screamed. How should I know? Naruto yelled. Your dog just jumped in front of you. You were the one having your mouth opened. Kiba yelled back. Everyone's sweat dropped and cracked up while they argue. Naruto. Ero Sennin yelled. How was that? A kiss from a puppy. He said, making kissing faces. Shut up, Ero Sennin. Naruto yelled. What about you? A kiss from a book. Don't call me Ero Sennin in front of people, you idiot. Jiraiya hit him on the head. You don't know the beauty of my hobbies. What beauty? Everyone said. Ah, why couldn't you do that to me, Shikamaru? Temari whined. Come on, let's kiss. She leaned and kissed him on the cheek. Stop it, Temari. Shikamaru groaned and pushed her away. What are you doing? Ino yelled. Don't get your germs on him. Oh, Temari laughed. Jealous again. Jealous. Of what? Ino laughed. I just don't like girls like you who forces themselves on boys. Temari smirked. But you have Sasuke-kun, don't you? She wrapped her arms around Shikamaru's. So Shikamaru is mine for the taking, right? She smiled and snuggled against his arm. Choji, help me, Shikamaru cried. I don't want to be in this. Sorry, I can't help you. Choji laughed and started eating chips. You're so lucky, I want a kiss. I can't believe I call you my best friend. Shikamaru groaned. Let go of Shikamaru. Ino screamed, grabbing on his other arm. Stop pulling, you'll break his arm. Same goes for you. Temari smirked. Why don't you let go? You can't have two boys. Both of them glared at each other and kept pulling. Sakura walked over and said, Sorry Ino, but I'm helping Temari. She helped Temari pull harder. Stop it, Shikamaru cried. It hurts. Asuma grinned. Shikamaru, isn't it great? No, just harsh. He sighed, letting them pull him side to side. Someone stop this already. Naruto grinned. I have a great idea. He went over and pushed Sakura against Temari. Temari then fell on top of Shikamaru and he fell on Ino and Ino fell on Choji. Ah! They screamed. What was that for Naruto? Sakura screamed. Ino screamed when she opened her eyes. Choji's lips somehow ended on Ino's. Temari's so-called big butt was in front of Shikamaru's face. Naruto started cracking up, and Sakura's big mouth came crashing down to a wide-open mouth. Everyone just snickered and watched. TTT Temari, Shikamaru looked away and blushed. Can you please get your butt out of my face? Temari smirked and said, Why? Don't like my butt. She frowned while she was swaying her butt side to side to his face. No, well, the blushed boy stuttered, just were suffocating Ino and Choji, yeah. He muttered. Temari lifted up an eyebrow, got off and saw them kissing. Ooh, she smirked. Now you're going for 3 guys. Ino started crying and whining, that was my first kiss, you bastard. Choji blushed and turned away muttering, sorry, I kissed Ino. Temari frowned, Shikamaru, come on. Kiss me. She leaned in with her lips. No, Shikamaru grunted and walked away. That butt kissed Ino. Temari slightly smirked as if she had a plan in her mind. This is getting interesting. Sakura screamed into Naruto's ear, look what you did. Naruto whined, but you know Choji got his wish. Forget it, you idiot. Sakura was secretly very happy. Hell yeah, now Sasuke's mine. Inner Sakura cheered. Good going, Naruto, she said as did some punches. Well, Tsunade said as she snapped out of her shock. Should we go eat dinner now? She chuckled nervously, trying to break the tension in the air. Everyone nodded and headed for dinner. Dinner table. Tension filled the air, silence seemed endless to them. Everyone shocked from what happened. So, Tsunade said, trying to break the silence, want to head for the hot springs later. Everyone just nodded in agreement. Tsunade got very annoyed by this and slammed her fist on the table. What's with this tension? She gritted her teeth. Well, the biggest shock just happened in our entire life. Naruto stated. Not knowing what to say, he decided to make a stupid comment. Well, it's not a big deal, right? Ino, suddenly very surprised by his comment, replied with a harshly, "Not a big deal." She yelled, "What would you understand, you idiotic Naruto? Hey, I'm not a girl, so what?" Naruto screamed, "And I'm not stupid, you ignorant woman." Then just before running out the door he said, "I was only trying to make you feel better." With that he slammed the door behind him. The tension filled in the air again. Tsunade, again very annoyed, just ignored and decided to finish dinner with the rest of them. As they were eating, Naruto was running into the woods muttering curses. "Kit, what are you so upset about?" Kyuubi asked. "The fact that I lost my kiss to a bastard and a dog." He mentally screamed. "I thought it wasn't a big deal." He raised his eyebrow. "Who cares?" Naruto just grunted and shrugged. Bored as he is, suddenly remembered something. "Weren't you going to tell me about my father?" "Ah, yes," Kyuubi recalled. "Well, how should I put it?" He frowned. "Let's see, I was under a spell and attacked Konoha, then the fourth Hokage, your father decided to use the death god seal or something. Since that didn't work, he wounded me with that sword that just froze me so he can seal me into your body, as my container." He muttered, "Good enough." Naruto just nodded blankly. "And what about my cool technique?" Yeah, Kyuubi replied. "Let's start explaining. I will be teaching you some techniques I think you can handle for now. I'm lending you some of my chakra too as usually, but I guess a bit more than usual." Naruto snored. "Were you paying attention?" Kyuubi screamed. Naruto snapped out of his daydreaming. "Huh. Oh right, yes." Kyuubi rolled his eyes. "Okay, anyway, I'll be giving your birthday present. Endure it." Cool. What is it?" Naruto jumped up and down, excited. "I will be giving you a eye, similar to Sharingan." Kyuubi smirked. "What kind of an eye?" Naruto asked curiously. "How is that even possible?" "Oh Kit, you're talking to a demon." Kyuubi's smirk grew even wider. "Almost anything is possible." "Whatever." Naruto scoffed. "So, how will you be giving me this eye?" "It's difficult, but first you close your eyes and concentrate all your chakra on your eyes," Kyuubi said. Naruto did as he was told. While Naruto was getting his present from Kyuubi, he failed to notice that a figure was watching him. "Then I will pour all of my chakra into your eyes and use a jutsu." Kyuubi muttered, "It'll be painful." Kyuubi poured all of his chakra into Naruto's eyes and said a few seals before yelling, "The 9-demon seal eye." Suddenly a swirl of blue and blood-red chakra swirled around his eyes, forming a shape of his eye. Naruto screamed in pain as the chakra replaced his eyes with new ones. Then he fell to the ground. "Oi, kid, you okay?" Kyuubi asked. "Can't handle it." "Since when did you care?" Naruto groaned while standing up slowly to his feet. "And yes, I can." "Calm down, you brat. This takes lots of energy. I'm surprised you can still stand up." He chuckled. Naruto, still recovering from the shock, was blinking several times. "So, what does this eye do?" "Well, since you just got it, all you can do is see through stuff and see what you can see with Sharingan and Byakugan also do what they can do." He sighed. "But can you really do it?" "Cool. How can I use it?" Naruto screamed with joy, jumping up and down. Kyuubi laughed and said, "I'll teach you that later. Let's go back to the others, it's late." Kyuubi then smirked. "Oh, and walk with that lover of yours." Naruto raised his eyebrow. "Lover?" He looked around and spotted someone hiding behind a tree. "Hey, who's there?" Naruto asked, approaching the figure slowly. The figure slowly backed away. The moonlight shone bright, enough for me to see her face. "Hinata," he whispered softly. She started to run away. He saw me. She ran as fast as her legs carried her, then stopped by a hand that grabbed her wrist. "Naruto-kun. Why are you running away?" he asked. "Was it because of what you just saw?" Hinata looked towards the ground and nodded a no. "I was just embarrassed that you saw me looking at you again." She looked up into his eyes and gasped. Seeing her stare at him, he blushed uncomfortably and said, "Is there something on my face?" She suddenly looked away and blushed. "Your eyes." Naruto looked at her dumbfounded. What about them? She saw what happened, so what's wrong with my eyes now? Oh right, now what? He groaned. His eyes were sore from his so-called gift. What did you forget to tell me? Kyuubi suddenly had an idea up his sleeve. Nothing, you'll find out later, he said. Naruto-kun. Hinata called his name out over and over softly. Naruto-kun. She finally waved her hand in front of his face. Wah, what? He said as he jumped as he regained his conscious. Oh, I'm sorry, Hinata-chan. It's okay, she replied with a smile. Let's go back. It's getting late. Naruto nodded and started walking back. They were walking about 5 minutes and there's still silence between them. Hinata looked at him constantly trying to say something. What's wrong? Naruto asked, noticing this. Hinata replied blushing. The silence is just bothering me. Oh, sorry, he smiled. Suddenly a kunai flew past his ear, inches away from slicing him. What was that? Hinata suddenly used Byakugan and saw a figure behind a bush. There. She pointed towards the bush and pulled out a kunai and aimed for the figure. Poof. A bunshin. Suddenly another kunai flew past Hinata's shoulder, slicing it open. Hinata let out a slight cry. Hinata. Naruto ran over to her. Are you okay? I'm fine. Hinata smiled weakly, wincing in pain. She looked around once more and saw no one. I think the attacker is gone. Naruto suddenly felt a pain in his heart. Sorry, he blurted out of nowhere. Wait, why am I apologizing? For what? She asked, looking into his worried eyes. You didn't do a. Suddenly Naruto fell on top of Hinata. Naruto-kun, is on top of me. Naruto blushed. Am I crushing you? He said looking away. Get off of her already. Kyuubi laughed and said, you know you don't want to get off. Not you again, he rolled his eyes. You brat, is that how you treat your teacher? He growled. I'm your container, did you not know? Naruto smirked. If I wasn't here you wouldn't be here. You have a smart mouth, brat. Anyway, you should notice that her is against your chest, Kyuubi cracked up. Wah, Naruto suddenly looked down, feeling her against his chest. You pervert. Naruto-kun, Hinata blushed and looked away. We should go back. Why yeah, he stuttered, but was too nervous to move. Can you push me off? Flash, a picture was being taken. What? Who? Naruto looked around. What a cute moment I caught. The big lady smirked holding the picture in her hands. Tsunade Oba-chan. He cried. Give that to me. Finally he stood up and chased after her. Give me, give me, give me. Hinata still blushing just laid there. Was it all a dream? We should go back now. Tsunade said, plunging Naruto's head in the ground. His eyes. In the hot springs with everyone. Naruto sighed. It was the best birthday ever for him, but yet again he was down. What's wrong, Naruto? Lee asked. Nothing. He smiled. This is the best birthday ever. Thanks. Kiba started. What happened to your eyes? He stared blankly at them. You don't know. Naruto nodded a no. Is that the Sharingan eye you have? Kakashi asked. Wait. Maybe Byakugan. Neji screamed. There's no way Naruto can have the bloodline Byakugan. Naruto was just staring blankly at both of them. Here Naruto look. Iruka took out a mirror and placed it in front of Naruto, revealing two eyes that has a mixture of blue and red, with veins and a dot in the middle. Oh my god, he screamed. He chuckled. I think I'll explain later. But still, Naruto, your eyes look cool. Lee grinned. Just what the hell did you do to me, Kyuubi? Naruto screamed. Kyuubi smirked, knowing the side effects but never said a word. It's a side affect. You never told me about that. Naruto wanted to kill him so bad. By the way, you should worry what's going to happen later. Kyuubi's smirk grew wider. What are you talking about? Naruto raised his eyebrow. Quote. No reply. Fine. Naruto went back to reality, but to find fuzzy eyebrows in front of his face. Naruto-kun. He yelled in his face. You there? He waved his hands trying to wake him up. Naruto screamed and punched Lee into the fence separating the girls from the boys. What the hell was that for? Fuzzy eyebrows. What with the noise over there? A voice was heard from the other side. Nothing. Sakura-chan, Naruto chuckled nervously. Ugh. Don't do that again, fuzzy eyebrows. He closed his eyes for a second then opened them again. Suddenly he blushed different shades of red and almost vomited. Naruto. His sensei called out. What's wrong? You're all red. Nothing. Naruto stuttered and turned around. Oh my god. I just saw through the fence. More importantly, Kyuubi was smirking and laughing secretly inside of him. Naruto turned around again and blinked several times before opening them. I did not just see through the fence. Naruto squinted his eyes once more to only see Hinata. Then Naruto blushed and turned around once more. Naruto, you're acting weird, Kiba said. What's wrong with you? Kakashi eyed him. You're right. It's nothing. He screamed. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Enjoy the sight, Kit. Kyuubi laughed. Kyuubi. Naruto screamed mentally. How do you stop this? Well, Kid, I'm sorry, but you can't control your power yet. Kyuubi sighed. You have to deal with them for now. Oh my god. Naruto gritted his teeth. Just give me one advice. I'm going crazy. Kyuubi had a plan up his sleeve and smirked. Alright, first try concentrating your chakra to your head. Then put the strongest feelings into your thought of what you want and then open them. Naruto decided to try it. He turned back again, closed his eyes and did what Kyuubi said. As he was thinking, Hinata popped into his head. He snapped his eyes open and screamed. What the hell? Then suddenly the fence broke into 1,000 pieces. Holy shit. What just happened? Kiba screamed. Nice. Jiraiya gave thumbs up and drooled. Kakashi blushed and covered his face with his Ika Ika Paradise book, whispering, I wonder what Kurenai looks like. Jiraiya started running towards the girls. Where do you think you're going? A slurred voice said behind him. Tsunade. He blushed. She fell on him. Hiccup, you know you're funny. Jiraiya eyes widen. You're drunk. Then she did what he never thought she would do. She leaned closer in, until their noses were touching. He thought she was going to kiss him, so he leaned in to kiss her and she suddenly punched him. Ha 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 ha. She stomped him over and over. You really think I was going to kiss you? Hiccup. Jiraiya muttered. Damn it. While they were fighting, Temari decided to make a move on Shikamaru. Shika-kun, she said in a voice. Your chest is so manly. She started to feel his chest. Shikamaru blushed and stuttered. Get away. Shikamaru gently pulled her hands away. Ino came over and pulled Shikamaru away. He felt her pressed against his arm. Ino. He blushed. Temari decided to push Ino on Shikamaru. They both fell on top of each other. Sorry. Shikamaru blushed, seeing his position. This is too much. Choji sat there with his chips, stuffing them into his mouth angrily, seeing the sight. Ino is mine. But chips good, I don't want to bother them anyway. Sasuke panicked, seeing everyone in towels around him. He ran to anywhere he can get away from there but fell on top of someone. That someone was Sakura. Sasuke-kun, she blushed. Sasuke was too shocked to speak and blushed even redder. They stayed like that, which seemed like eternity to them. Until Kakashi ruined their moment with a, hi, he smiled. They both screamed and got up looking away. Shino, Kankuro and Gaara left with Asuma and Kurenai to not get involved with anything. Iruka tried to get away quietly when Shizune caught up with him. Hiccup. She smiled and tackled him down. Hey. Hiccup. She smiled, tracing his chest. Shizune. He blushed, pushing her away. I think I should go, and get you not drunk. He got up and carried her inside the hotel. Lee stayed there getting drunk with Guy. Neji saw 10-10 in the corner blushing. He approached her, offering her a help. Hey, let's go. 10-10 blushed and took his hand. He followed after her and tripped and fell on her. Sorry. He blushed and 10-10 blushed but also got red from anger. Neji. She pointed to his hand. He just realized he was grabbing her. Was all he could stutter out. Tenten got mad and punched him into the air. Naruto saw Kiba stare at Hinata and his blood started to boil, so he went over to Hinata offering her help. Hinata, let's go. He blushed and gave her his hand. Hinata took his hand and got up following after him. He's holding my hand. She fainted and fell on him. Hinata-chan. He blushed. Her. What am I thinking? He shook out his thoughts and carried her into the room. Kiba watched hopelessly at them and growled, his blood boiled of anger. Naruto ran upstairs with Hinata in his hands. He looked down at her and saw through her towel. What the? He cursed at himself over and over for his present and closed his eyes. Then tripped, when he finally reached his room and fell on top of her. Hinata woke up and saw him on top of her. What happened? Oh my god, Naruto-kun. Her heart was beating fast and she fainted once again. Hinata-chan. He yelled. Not again. He quickly placed her on the bed and jumped into the shower. In the shower he mentally slapped himself for what he was thinking, and turned off the water, dressed up and got out. He decided to wake up Hinata. Naruto walked over and sat down next to her. Hinata-chan, he gently her. Her eyes fluttered open. I fainted again, right? He nodded. Sorry. It's okay. He blushed and turned away. You should put some clothes on. She realized all she had on was a towel. She quickly ran into the bathroom and changed. Thanks, she muttered. Oh, I forgot to give you my present, Naruto-kun. She smiled and walked over to her bag and took out a package. Here, she handed him the present. Thank you, Hinata-chan. She blushed. He ripped off the package and found a jacket. It was black with orange and the same orange spiral he had on his old one. I love it. He grinned and gave her a kiss on the cheek. She blushed. He put on the jacket and admired his look in the jacket. Hinata-chan, he smiled, want to go out with me for a walk? She nodded. They were walking along the river and admiring the moon. The moon is pretty, Hinata whispered and Naruto just nodded. They sat down under the tree and stared into the sky. Hinata then admired Naruto's face. Then she laid on his shoulder. Hinata-chan, he blushed. Can I stay like this for a while? She blushed. He just smiled and nodded. Ah, that must be nice, Kyuubi snickered. What do you want? Naruto growled. Bored. Wanted to ruin your moment. Kyuubi sighed. Can you go away? Naruto said with a very annoyed voice. Fine, I will if you kiss her. He smiled. No way. He screamed. Hinata saw Naruto's angry face and said, Naruto-kun, what's wrong? Oh, he snapped back into reality. Nothing. He smiled. We should head back soon. He started to get up but Hinata grabbed his arm. What's wrong? She blushed. Naruto-kun, I like you. She then let go of his arm. Naruto was stunned and shocked. A tingly feeling went through his body. His heart rate went faster. His stomach felt weird. I don't know what to say. It's okay, Hinata said disappointed. Let's go. Tears slid down her face as she ran into her room. Naruto ran after her and wrapped his arms around her. I didn't say, I don't like you. He blushed. Wait for my response. Hinata hugged him and tackled him down crying in his shirt. He caressed her hair